Hello, everybody. Good evening. East Coast time. It's 11:30. Sorry, 6:30 p.m. But we're sitting in Winnipeg, which is an hour earlier or later, whichever way you put it. So it's actually 5:30 in Winnipeg, and we are flying to Vancouver as part of the West Coast weekends event. Which essentially opens up the Canadian part of the West Coast, and we're flying from Winnipeg, so it's a 2.5 hour airtime flight, and we're setting up here a little bit early. My departure time today is Zulu time 2300. So just checking the stream. It looks good. Let me see if it runs. Well, actually, I've got a couple of things to do here. I gotta post this link. To Discord. Just give me a second here, or two. Okay, double checking that the stream is live. I'm waving my hand. Okay, there we are. I see my hand now. So we've got a good stream. And I've shared it. Okay, let's talk about the routing today. We got a couple of minutes before pushing back, so let me show you my charts here. So there's the routing. We're at Winnipeg on the right hand side. I've got only default scenery here, but it's sufficient to do the trick. And we have a nice scenery at Vancouver at the other end. So it looks like we will be flying through all of it's the southern edge of Canadian airspace. Let me see, what is the distance? The ground distance is just over 1,000 miles, and we're taking off at planned takeoff time is 2300, and our parking time is 158, or just about 0200, which is within an hour of the close of the event. So hopefully we'll have good coverage on arrival in Vancouver. So we are back to the cockpit. We did have ground at Winnipeg, but we seem to have lost it. Let me double check that again. Yeah, we lost ground. So our plan for the departure is to depart runway 31. Looks like the weather conditions are fine to support that relative to where we are. What's going on here? My sim link. Oh no. Got a problem. Okay, I gotta relaunch. My P3D. Not happy about that. Let's hope it doesn't cause any issues on the sync up. We've got the whole cockpit set up, the routing set up. The outside view we only need it for the view and the aircraft. So if something were to go down at this stage, it's better that it's the P3D machine versus the Sim Avionics machine. So the departure is a Winnipeg 3. You can see it's a vectored departure, and basically after we take off we're going to make a left-hand turn to Livby. Sorry, I'm not getting the right graphics display. This is somehow shifted. Okay, now working for me. Okay, this is gonna call for something more dramatic, like restarting the computer. So that's gonna kill my displays. So there goes my HDMI. Hello, testing. Hello, testing. Hello, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, now let's try to relaunch. Oh. That's all right. is going on? Yeah, we got problems. Uh, so a couple of things. I've abandoned the idea of having the external view of the plane in the corner. So we're just going to have map view today. If I can get this thing to run, it's the aspect ratio of the external view is acting funny for some reason, as if there's a piece of the screen somewhere else, and I'm guessing it's thinking like that because in a sense there's a separate screen for the external view. Okay, let's see what I can do with this. So reset system time and say okay. Okay, this is looking promising. So we're T-minus 5 minutes to our pushback time. I don't think we're going to make that, but okay, this looks like a better display. Something like looking for. Okay, let's get our livery. After I get this up again, I'm going to, and once we get going, I'll explain the possible reason why this issue has cropped up. Okay, there's my aircraft, and now we're going to go to Winnipeg. Parking bay. In the sim, it's 3, I think. Okay. We've boarded everybody. Okay, now let's relaunch the Active Sky. QNH is still the same. And then finally vPilot. Okay, so we're back on VPilot. I'm just going to put in a squawk code of 2000. Now we just hope that all the connections are re-established. Let's check our fuel to see if that looks right. No, it doesn't look right. Okay, so let's reload the fuel or reset the fuel. So menu, sim options, sim load fuel, and it should be 17.26, 17.26. Okay, we got the right fuel. Okay, we're set with the takeoff information. Okay, final bit here is to make sure I've got a decent composite view going. And I think we still have, yeah, we still got that view. We just don't have this view anymore, sadly. So we have this view, or this view, or this view. And see if we can pull ourselves up on the map. There we are. So you can see where we are, and basically I'm gonna probably taxi pushback facing west, taxi Echo Hotel Victor Charlie holding point runway 31. That's the plan. And I'm dialing up Unicom. Okay, let's get one fuel tank on and
traffic.
Start up the APU. Winnipeg traffic, flare 857 out of stand 6. We'll be pushing back shortly facing west. Winnipeg traffic. Just need to get the APU running. Yep, we're a little late. Sorry about that, folks, but it's a kind of interesting setup I was trying to accomplish, just to be able to give you guys my outside view in the top right corner there. It's nice for takeoffs and landings, but it well, evidently was causing a little bit of issue. Okay, APU on the bus and do a bleed on. Okay, we're powered by the APU now. It packs off. APU is generating electricity. We can turn the ground power off and we can disconnect ground connections. Ground connections disconnected. We are fully boarded. Full flight today, 189 passengers on our flare flight 857. So before start, checklist. Let's load our smart cars. Smart cars is what allows us to track our flight and automatically log it in United Virtual, which is the virtual airline I'm part of.
Winnipeg traffic take on the CYWG crossing runway 13.
Okay, let's track this one. Okay, successfully tracked. Next, we run Discord. Just in case somebody shows up that wants to chat with us. So we're there. All right, I'm on my Captain KI-80's flight deck Discord voice channel. Okay, so there's somebody that just landed and was crossing a runway. There he is. Okay, let's check the rest of the before start checklist. Flight deck doors closed, fuel, we got the right amounts. Passenger signs are on, windows locked, mode control panel is set. Is it 315? Gosh, this got all messed up. 315, 315, and 315. Okay, we're set. Okay, takeoff speed set, CDU pre-flight completed, trim has been set, taxi briefing, anti-collision lights on. Okay. Winnipeg traffic flare 857, pushing back facing west. So that'll be facing nose right.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Are you really turning right into my spot? No. Wow. Okay. Nose right.
Release parking brakes, please.
You must really want this spot. Okay, releasing
Release
parking brake.
parking brakes, please. Push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Okay, we're pushing. Okay, so we can put the fuel pumps on and start engine number 2. Really? He couldn't have parked somewhere else? Unbelievable. Okay, so that push was at 23:10 and 25% into fuel flow on. Only 10 minutes delayed, and we had to touch up a fuselage slash by the wing of that Air Canada A320. I can't believe people like that. This whole place is empty with tons of place to park.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Okay, good start on engine number 2, engine number 1 start. Jensen Phillips.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Motoring 21% into. So Jensen Phillips. Could you not see that I was there? And weren't there other parking spots available? Interesting. Okay, fuel flow on for engine number 1. Okay, 2 good engine starts. So let's get engine 2 on the bus, engine 1 on the bus, and put those packs back on. Check Gen 1, Gen 2, they look good. So let's turn the APU bleed off and turn the APU off. Your damper on. Center fuel tank, we don't need to have that on. We can turn the taxi light on. Electrics on, probe heat on, anti-ice not needed. Okay, that all looks good. Landing altitude in Vancouver, we're guessing on runway 26 left, will be 697. So that's close to 700. Check. Okay, flaps line. Check the controls. Right, left, forward, back. Controls look good. Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Probe heats on. Anti-ice not needed. Isolation valves auto. Engine start switches to continuous. Recall checked. Auto brakes, RTO, engine start levers idle to 10. Flight controls checked and ground equipment clear. Before taxi checklist completed. Okay. Winnipeg traffic. Flare 857 is taxiing to holding point runway 31 via Echo Hotel Charlie, holding point runway 31. Winnipeg traffic. Alright, parking brakes off. Let's do it. much delay. Here we are on the way. Okay, we turn on our TARA mode. Guess the rest of it we can wait till we get to our holding point. Won't be much to turn on. There's another Air Canada parked at the gate. See which one that is. He's from Edmonton. He's also going to Vancouver. Interesting. Okay. That's very cool. So, but he's probably not going until later. And I don't know why he doesn't leave like I'm leaving now. You know, the event is on the West Coast, so we're not even in the area of the event now. And it's going to take 2.5 hours airtime to get there. So if you left now, you'd definitely be within the window for arrival. That's why I often do that. I'll leave, if it's a long flight, I'll usually leave earlier than the actual event, just so that I can arrive at the event within the window. Alright, we're on hotel. Okay, now we can set up everything. Lights on, strobes on, weather on this side, terrain on that side.
Approaching 3-1.
Okay, so our departure is a Winnipeg 3 departure. Once airborne, we're going to make a left-hand turn for Livby. And our initial climb is 3,000 feet. And let's just take a look for traffic. No traffic. We should be pretty good. Okay. So it will be a left-hand turn for Livby. Winnipeg traffic flare 857 lining up runway 31 for a Winnipeg 3 departure. Initial waypoint will be Livby and our final destination is Vancouver. Winnipeg traffic. Parking brakes off. Let's line up.
On runway 31.
All right, we'll spool up to 40%. Stabilize, toga. Forward pressure on the controls. Takeoff thrust set.
80 knots.
Release forward pressure.
V1. Rotate.
Rotate. Positive brake gear up. Winnipeg traffic, flare 857 airborne, leveling out at 3,000 feet. We'll be making a left-hand turn for waypoint Livby. Flaps up. Now let's climb. Winnipeg traffic, flare 857 now climbing from 3,000 feet for flight level 360. This will be our final call, Winnipeg traffic. all that trouble finally on the way. Okay, so we had a climb, a takeoff 1 and a climb 2. And it was also an assumed temperature of 30 something. Interesting combination of settings. So that's what the virtual performance tool gave us. Alright, we are on the way. Traffic in sight anywhere. A little bit of turbulence, so we're leaving folks parked in their seats for the moment. Just okay, Lidby, no, yeah, Lidby 60. £500 more fuel. Good plan. 17,600. So raw data here, we've got 977 miles to go. Expected time of arrival, Zulu time is 0150, and we're now 23:30. Okay, as we climb out, let's check on VATScope to see what kind of ATC is available en route. Nothing yet. So I think that whole West Coast area will start getting some ATC. Get all those live airfields. What's the traffic like in and out of Vancouver? We got 19 arrivals coming into Vancouver so far. Technically the event doesn't start for another 25 minutes. So finally we are on the way. Oh, look what just came online. Vancouver Center. So look how much space area that covers. I mean, that's about maybe slightly more than 2/3 more of our journey before we get there, but still, I'm guessing maybe Edmonton might even come alive. Edmonton Center. Which then won't be far at all. Well, we're nicely above the clouds. We're flying real time. And we should arrive in daylight real time as well in Vancouver. Did some checking there, and that should be the case. Okay, let's just take some readings here. Okay, duct pressure about 40, temperature about 21, and cabin altitude is 6,500, diff pressure 68, and cabin climb, just a little bit of a climb indicated, so that's all looking pretty good. So I'm just taking a look on the VNAV page to see what optimal might look like for us. Yeah, optimal is 380 already. So I think we should go to 380 immediately as we climb. Okay. Let's just set it. Unicom traffic, flare 857 climbing out of Winnipeg, currently passing flight level 290 for 360, but we are going to extend our climb to flight level 380. Looks like that will be just fine for us. So our final cruise that we're climbing towards is flight level 380, Unicom traffic, flare 857. So we just do an alt intervene and we should update everything to 380. And let's take a look at the VNAV, and it's also 380. It's the easy way to do it. So when I looked at the VNAV page, why did I know that it should be fine? Well, it's because we were heading for flight level 360, and the optimal altitude for our current configuration and weight was 375. So that's like 1,500 feet more than what our planned cruise was. And so 380 is only 500 feet off that optimal, which would be closer to optimal than 360. So it's a no-brainer, and it's within our max, which would have been flight level 386. So we should comfortably fit there. The only issue we're going to have is that we're probably going to be more efficient on the fuel burn, and so we'll be getting an accumulating surplus of fuel in our tanks. That's why. Incidentally, we're also getting indications of using reserve fuel and insufficient fuel on our fuel. See that? But it's a lie as we carry on. The FMC will realize we're much more frugal than it thinks. So let's record some more fuel. DUCPO was 15.1. Baron's up next. But we're tracking to the same, it's 500 pounds more fuel than the plane. What a beautiful view out there. Alright, climbing through flight level 350. And now I'll tell you when those lights, when those yellow caution signs will go away for the fuel. Right now it's indicating that we're going to land with 1,300 pounds in the tank. And our plan says we should land 6,500 pounds in the tank. So only when that 1.3 over here starts looking more like 6.5, actually that's not true either. It's when that number that number gets to 3.38, which is our final reserve. So when we're not using final reserve, that's when all the yellow indications will go away. So we need that 1.5 to look like 3.38, then we'll be fine. Alright, we're getting to our top of climb.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight attendants will shortly be making their way through the cabin to offer various beverages of your choice. There will also be a selection of goods available for purchase, and we can accept most credit cards, checks and cash. If there's anything we can do to make your trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. Now I'd like you to sit back, relax and enjoy the flight.
So that Lumsden is a VOR, so we could actually plug in a frequency for that, 114.2. So 182 miles away. So that bad weather is below us. Okay, so estimated time of arrival in Vancouver 0157, so that's about 2 o'clock. This is per plan, which is not too bad. 2 o'clock and it's now almost midnight Zoom time. So it's about 2 hours and 10 minutes flight time remaining. Closer look at the VATSIM. You can see us. It's purple. Got flare 857, ground speed of 449 knots, which is exactly what I show on my ND. It's actually called a multifunction display, not an ND in the max. Anyway, ground speed is showing up here is 450 knots, and here the ground speed is 440 knots. There's 1 knot difference. Okay, so that's about. It's like maybe a fellow flyer from Winnipeg has taken off. It's now at flight level 11,000 feet. So I'll try to explain the problem I was having. With my display. So my P3D machine has got it's got a RTX the 3080 Ti. I think that's what it's called, 3080 Ti. And at the time it was just one step off the most bleeding edge CPU, which was a 3090. But unfortunately the 3090s were so scarce when I was trying to get one that I had to settle for a 3080 Ti, which had beefed up memory. And you know, the guys who put together my machine really said that there was really no appreciable difference in the speed between the two. So I have the 3080 Ti, and it has 3 video arms. So currently I'm only using one of the video arms for my forward view. I've got 3 identical, though that's a 65-inch OLED TV. So I've got 3 outputs on the 3080 Ti that I was going to feed into 3 of these monitors. But since I'm not using all 3, I figured, oh, why don't I just put one of the one of the video outs and feed it into my thing called a YOLO box. Now a YOLO box is a video mixing. It looks like a very fat tablet. So it's a touchscreen interface. I don't know, maybe it's like equivalent of about a 9 or 10-inch screen. That has got all kinds of video mixing stuff on it. But it itself is a monitor. So I wondered to myself, maybe I could use one of the video outs just to feed into the YOLO box to show up as a separate screen. And sure enough, it kind of does that. When I plugged it into my YOLO box, I could open another window on this screen ahead of me and detach it, if that's not the right expression, or something similar, and just drag it outside of the view of the right-hand edge. And there's a virtual another screen there, and that other screen is my YOLO box, which is to my left. And it kind of worked. So I was able to do that. But the behavior of P3D's display kind of saw that I was using another monitor. So the graphics display on this screen changed. And I don't know how to describe it, but when I zoom out a little bit, it looks like a much wider angle zoom. It's almost as if it thinks that I'm stretching the screen between this and that other screen, which is the YOLO box, and that's not what I had intended. So clearly when I use one of those 3 video outs, it starts behaving funny. So my next thing I have to check is, and that evidently caused some trouble and possibly caused my display to act up. So what I'm going to look at is to see on that if there's any native, just a default HDMI out that isn't on that graphics card. And I could maybe use that for the YOLO box instead of using one of these high-powered outputs. So I'm going to explore that. That would then not interfere with what's being used for displaying P3D. Actually, it would, but it won't affect the 3 video outs from the RTX, which are very specifically for the forward looking view. If that made any sense. If you look at my I think I've done the last maybe 8 or so streams have included an external view, which is really quite cool. And I'd like to continue to do that because, it lets you see what my landings look like, what my takeoffs look like. You should look back at some of them. All the landings are pretty cool. The takeoff that I thought was very cool was taking off out of Doha. I was flying from Doha to Baku. Look at that takeoff. It's so cool. There's so much going on in the background on takeoff. Oh, check it out. We've got a Flare 754 coming in from Edmonton to Winnipeg. Very cool. And I'm Flare. I guess his is probably a real world flight number. Mine is Flare 857. And I think I'm leaving much earlier than the real world flight. Maybe a couple of hours earlier than the real flight. The routing is from the real flight as well. So I have done Winnipeg to Toronto, I have not, and then now I'm doing Winnipeg to Vancouver. I have not yet flown into Winnipeg. I've got to do that. So either from Vancouver, Edmonton, or Toronto, I've got to fly to Winnipeg. So we're within 2 hours of Vancouver. Okay, and I'm just checking how the stream's doing. Looks fine. 27 miles to Victor Lima November, which, as I mentioned before, is Lumsden. Banking to the left shortly. There we go. Two. So now we have 800 pounds fuel extra. Welcome aboard, folks. We are up at flight level 380. Very nice clear day. Flying from Winnipeg to Vancouver. We've got, let's see, 700 miles to go. Our current time is 1:57 Zulu. Oh, sorry, that's our expected time of arrival. And the current time is 0012. So we've got about 1 hour 45 minutes flight time ahead of us, and we should get into Vancouver with daylight. We're flying to land in Vancouver during the VATSIM event, West Coast weekends. That wasn't very good, was it? I'm getting pretty lame at these short videos. I'll do another one later. That was not very dynamic. Maybe I've had enough trauma for the day, trying to set up and address the issue before we headed out from Winnipeg. So we're still quite far away. Top of descent, 560 miles, 127. Well, maybe in about 20 minutes we'll start planning for our arrival. But just for grins right now, let's just take a look at on what we're doing for landings. So we go to airports and Vancouver, and let's take a look at weather. And they've got a VATSIM ATIS. Arrival is 26 left and 26 right. So we were planning at 26 left. So that's perfect for us. So on this chart, you can see that we're going to pass to the north of us, Edmonton, which is the upper half of this map, Edmonton, and then this, I'm going to guess, is Calgary. Yeah. There's some, we're kind of like at the southern edge of these mountain ranges. Really, we're escaping. It's much more fun coming from Edmonton to Vancouver. You cross over some decent mountains. But it looks like we're coming in more through a valley access into Vancouver this way. My intention of flying in from the west was to get some spectacular landscape. Who knows what it looks like when we get closer, but it's not going to be as dramatic as it would coming from Edmonton. But I've done that a couple of times before, so I wanted to do something new this time. So we've got 20 arrivals coming into Vancouver. Which is nice. So let's see if we can see ourselves on the dashboard of United Virtual's website. Let's see if we can find ourselves. There's only a few planes passing in Canada, so that's probably us. There it is. You guys see that? So it says we are 36% the way through our flight and 1 hour and 20 minutes to go. It's really more like 1 hour 30 minutes. Accuracy of that information kind of so-so, maybe a delay. Now part of the yellow signage has gone off. The insufficient fuel has gone away. And now it just says we're using reserve fuel. I think what did we say? It was like it had to be at 3.8 before it would disappear. The yellowness would go away. And it's 3.3 now. So what kind of ATC is in Vancouver for us? So we can start writing down notes on that. So we have Vancouver Center. Which is 133.700. For Vancouver itself, looks like Vancouver Center is handling the arrivals. pretty sad. For an event like this, and center is handling the arrivals, that's too sad. Victoria, same thing. Let's look at Kelowna. Kelowna has got Natus and ground. Prince George has got nothing. So Vancouver still has, in terms of arrivals, 23 arrivals. So center is going to be busy for that, to support that. But still, it's too bad we don't have multiple controllers for approach and for ground, tower and ground. I think Mountain Monday is kind of interesting. Possibly I might do that. I gotta see what else is available. I definitely want to do Montreal Wednesdays. That's always fun. I fly from Dallas to Montreal. Get good ATC coverage, usually from Dallas itself, and all the way to Montreal with an overburdened controller at Montreal. The last time I came in, he left us to our own discretion for taxiing and bumping. But it's fun flying into Montreal. Love the change of accents, and if there are French flyers and a French controller, they'll often speak French. So that's cool and interesting. And it's a city I've been to before. Toronto Thursdays, similarly interesting. There's another airport, Yeager International Airport in West Virginia. I recently was driving back from Indiana to Northern Virginia, and we drove through the town of Charleston, not Charlestown, but Charleston in West Virginia. And West Virginia is nice, hilly mountains, things like that. And as I was driving, my wife sort of looked up and said, "Look, there's a plane." And a plane had just taken off from Yeager International, and it really looked like it just, was flying right over a mountaintop. That's because the airfield is on a mountaintop. So that got me interested. So I'd like to explore landing in Yeager International. It's not a long airfield. It's somewhere around 6,000 feet. Actually, might be 5,000 something. And United flies there from Chicago. A couple of flights a day, I think. So I might try to do that, or just create my own flight from somewhere closer, like Dulles, just to get to that airfield. So I've got that on my radar. I'll do it on the default, because the terrain in default is reasonably good. And that's what's interesting about Yeager is the terrain, but it's right on the top of a mountain range. Let's take a look at what events there are coming up. Always wanted to do the milk run, backpack milk run, but at 8 Zulu, that's 4 o'clock in the morning for me. So then with preparation, getting up at like 1 or 2 in the morning. No thanks. Now, vectors to Copenhagen, I've done that several times. Very exciting. Lots of ATC. Lots of ATC. I mean, you're talking like 8 or 9 or 10 controllers just for Copenhagen. Very interesting. And they put you into holes as well. Not every time, but often. Maybe 50%. Yeah, there's Nuremberg. There's a lot of events that happen on Monday and around the same time as the Vectors to Copenhagen. So other cities kind of take advantage of that traffic. Oh, what is this? Minors to majors. That's a good time for me. What else? Grassview. And we're on to Edmonton, Northern Lights. Boston to Albany. Manila Tower test. And an exam going on there. Dubai to Bahrain. That's interesting. Darwin to Denpasar. Again, a crazy time for me. Can't do it. Saturday is Jakarta exam. Also very early though, 8 o'clock in the morning for me. Okay, we're within an hour now of our top of descent, so we're going to start running. Vancouver Center is 133.7. See if we can pick him up already.
Kathy, triple two. Vancouver altimeter 294,000.
Descend 4,000, altimeter 2995, can't meet your weight, can't meet.
So Vancouver is 299.5. We can get that plugged in. Okay, so let's just do a quick double check. Are they still calling the same? Yep, 26 left. So we want 26 left. 26 left is 110.7.
Vancouver Center, very good evening, Canada 223, passing flight level 182, climbing 210.
And the course is 263.
Canada 223, Vancouver Center, good. Good. Now runway 26 right in there. Landing runway 26 right in Vancouver, Canada 250.
Okay. ILS 26 left. ILS 26 left. Cat 2 or Cat 3.
Canada 223, can we get higher?
So it looks like the
Canada 223, climb flight level 30.
intercept will be at 3,000 feet.
Climb flight level 300 at Canada 223.
Intercept will be 3,000 feet, and missed approach is 4,008. Okay, and now parking that we would prefer is 15, 14, 16. 17. Do some fuel checking coming up. For MEDAC. Okay, minimums. Minimum decision time 107. Landing weight. So MEDA coming up looking like it's going to be 11.7. So 1,200 pounds more than the plane. Looks like Des knew it's going to be 11.4, which is, yeah, it's going to be. So let's plan on 30 more than plan. Okay, so 1,300 more than plan is going to be 147.8. Just gonna park it there and see what variation of that we're gonna come up with. The calculator. Okay, here's the performance tool. We're looking for landing arc rate. The airport is CYVR. Runway 26 left. Gradient, ignore gradient. Flaps 30. Landing weight is going to be 147.8. So let's do a calculate. Oh, I'm doing full reversals. Didn't need to. I don't need to. Okay. Oh. Calculating.
Vancouver Center, good evening. Western 514 with you on the ground below. Now we are holding short runway 16, ready to go.
Question at 514, Vancouver Center, hello. Departures with me, this frequency, clear takeoff, runway 16.
Let's take off 16, we'll stay with you airborne.
Okay, let's take a look at the graphic. Okay, well, where do we want to vacate? So let's take a look. Airport diagram for Vancouver. Then 26 left. Ideally, we would vacate at hotel. Is there one for hotel? Let's see. Ooh. Hotel is too short. Next manual even is technically not good enough. So we could,
November 172 Golf India, Vancouver Center, block it up.
without too much hassle, we could do L2 or A6.
Vancouver Center, Encore 123 sent to 0, ISR clearing to Kelowna, we have hotel.
Roger, stand by. November 172 Gulf India identified 1,400. And hang on.
Vancouver Center, west at 514, airborne 3,800.
Alright, let's take it in a relaxed
And
way.
2 Gulf India,
Go
then
for
NAMO altimeter 29er.
L2, auto brakes 3.
Push at 514 Vancouver Center.
Okay, that's what we're going for.
Working I did, push at
So
514.
looking at L2, which is roughly 8,000 feet on, and then
Push at 514 identified. Climb point level 240.
240 was the 514.
that's a nice relaxed.
Canada 972, departure with leader frequency, clear takeoff 16.
Okay.
Back taxi is approved. Encore 123, cleared to
So-
Kelowna, Vancouver 2, departure, then the flight
Let's
plan.
walk through
Department
our
link 26 left, squawk
arrivals.
7006.
Actually, before we do that, let me check how close we are to
Clean
Vancouver.
to Luzon Air Vancouver, to departure, squawk
Okay,
7006,
we're getting
Echo
close to
123.
Vancouver airspace. Let's take a look at
The code is, you got it, 7006 air.
153 miles after
correct, pushback
Desmond.
startup approved at your discretion, call
I
me.
think we already passed
Push
Desmond.
that approved on our discretion, local taxi, thank you, Encore 123.
Vancouver Center, Alpha on 116 Heavy. We're about 80 miles northwest of Sands Pit, Southern 1370.
On the pond 116 Heavy, Vancouver Center, hello, squawk 6426.
6426 on the pond 116.
Alaska 6 tree, I hung on to you a little bit too long there. Frequency change is approved. Have a good approach into Sitka.
206 miles after Desmond. So it's still 153 around Desmond.
Push at 514, identified climb, proceed direct to Merritt.
Direct Merit was the
Down
514.
Desmond. Let's do that. Alright, so we're just going to do it by looking at on VATScope how close it's getting. Okay, now what was I working
Vancouver
on?
Center, Canada 972, confirmed system takeoff.
Air Canada 972, clear takeoff. Two Gulf India, Vancouver. Two Gulf India, I've lost surveillance service on you. What altitude are you going to be flying at? Yeah, if you're going to climb, just let me know when you reach 4,500 and I'll try and identify you again. But for now, surveillance services are terminated.
Let's take off. I would say when we are north of Elk Valley, Charlie Yankee Sierra Whiskey.
Center, Canada 972, heavy airborne 3,600.
Canada 972 Heavy, Vancouver Center, squawk it. Okay, 972, identified, climb flight level 240.
240, Canada 972.
This doesn't seem to be on.
Cafe 888 Heavy, cleared the RNAV 26 right approach, status transition.
Clear on nav 26 right and status transition, Cathay 888 BAM Heavy.
Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the arrivals. This is what we're going to do. Let's just follow in the waypoints from the first waypoint. And go to the plan view. Oh, okay, we don't need that. We just look at the next page. So, we're looking
72
for
Gulf
booth.
India, Squawk Cadet.
This is our next waypoint. No restrictions on booth. We go stave. That's where our first one comes in. 230 knots, between 9,200 and 12,000 feet. And then it's go pad at or above 9,000. Bogus at or above 7,000. And then op top.
2 Gulf India, identified
Above
3,000.
5,000 saved, and above 3,000, which is the final approach fix for our approach into 26 left. We're still going to request that. So there we're going to be at 3,000 or above, and then in for the landing. Intercept is 3,000, east approach is 4,800.
Vancouver Center, good evening. Air Canada 8391. Flight level 210 inbound.
Bear to the left and then right again to Georgia. The holding pattern. Okay.
Canada 8391, Vancouver Center, hello. Plan runway 16.
We'll plan for runway 16 for Air Canada 8391.
Are you looking for clearance fire?
Sorry, say again.
Are you looking for a higher altitude? It looks like you leveled off.
So Calgary
Oh,
is,
yes, thank you.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this works yet with the direct handoff. So Air Canada 8391, climb flight level 240.
CYYC.
Thanks, up to 240 for Air Canada 8391. Sorry about that.
CYYC, there it is.
Welcome to VATSIM now at our VFR cruising altitude. We've got VFR 5 to Fort Hardy.
So about 40 miles will be.
Yep, 2 Gulf India identified. I don't know if that altitude will work the whole way, but if not, I'll let you know.
172 Gulf India. Roger that. 172 Gulf India.
You can see the mountains coming up.
Canada 972, proceed direct merit, on course.
Direct merit on call for Canada 972.
Vancouver Center, hello. Argentina 1511, holding short runway 16 on Kelowna Airport.
Argentina 1511, Vancouver Center, runway 16. The wind is 130 at 4. Departures with me on this frequency, clear takeoff 16.
Yeah, potato, thank you.
Yield, let's see if we can put that in. Fix, expose, K, N, E, I, L. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so that is where That is where the fur boundary between Edmonton and Vancouver is. Okay. So how far away from that? About 60 miles. So we wait until that's about 30 miles and we'll call it.
Metro 1113, Vancouver Center, hello, altimeter 29905, runway 26 right. Plan the RNAV 26 right approach.
Regular 571, Buttermore 187.
Canada 571, Vancouver Center, hello. Runway 26 right, the altimeter 29905. Send 12000 and plan the RNAV 26 right approach.
Okay, thanks for following on after 10 1 3000
Metro 1113, descend 10,000. Metro 1113, proceed direct PIM Sioux, descend 3000. To Gulf India, change the squawk code for you, squawk 0767.
170 Gulf India, 0767, 170 Gulf.
And to Gulf India, it'll save quite a bit of time. Not so busy right now, so it doesn't matter, but you'll find it'll help if you just say your call sign at the end of your transmission.
170 Gulf India, apologies, 170 Gulf India.
Now, try again.
172 Gulf India, apologies, 172 Gulf India.
No, I mean, just say it once at the end of the transmission. You don't have to introduce yourself when you call.
Oh, gotcha. 172 Gulf India.
There you go.
Vancouver Center, we are at top of the descent, west of 514.
Ship 514, roger. Descend 12,000, the altimeter 29905.
12,000, west of 514.
And Westjet 514, set up for the RNAV 26 right.
RNAV 26 right for west of 514, thank you.
Regular center here, this is the 117 spot got relative. We're going to pick up the VFR, Campbell River, as filed, initial South
Cessna 172, Foxtrot Delta Bravo Tango. Your squawk code will be 3214. Call me in the air.
3214,
Vancouver Center, good evening. Flare 857 is with you. We are inbound waypoint Neil, 32 miles, and we are at flight level 380.
Flare 857, Vancouver Center, squawk 5603 and ident.
Squawk 5603, ident. Flare 857.
And MCO 123, just push back, ready for taxi.
Augur 123, runway 26 left, taxi. Which way are you pointing here? taxi Echo Delta 7 and hold short 26 left.
Echo Delta 7, hold short 26 left. I'll call 123.
Air Canada 571, descend 5,000.
5,000, expect 1.
Air Canada 972, when ready, descend 13,000, the altimeter 2995.
We're ready down to 13,000 with 299.5 and altitude.
Canada 223, when ready, descend flight level 260.
When ready, descend flight level 260, Canada 223.
Argentine 1511, Vancouver, say your altitude.
Altitude is 11,200 feet.
Okay, Argentine 1511, on that departure, you should be leveling off at 9,000, and you should be calling center through 4,000. Make sure you read the charts, read the departure charts. Squawk it in.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Two Gulf India, Comox altimeter 2996.
150 Golf, India 2996. Oh, sorry. 150 Golf.
Argentine 1511, squawk ident. Air Canada 571, proceed direct PEM to clear the RNAV 26 right approach PEM 2 transition.
Direct PEM 2 clear the RNAV 26 right transition. Thank you.
Argentine 1511 identified, climb stand by here. Climb 240. Argentine 1511 identified, climb flight level 240.
Vancouver Center, flare 857 with a request.
Go ahead.
We'd like to request ILS 26 left into Vancouver if possible.
Flare 857, I have your request. I'll go back to you.
Roger.
Metro 1113, the wind is 260 at 5, cleared to land 263. Encore 123, there'll be a short delay for an arrival on the parallel.
No problem, I'll call 123.
WestJet 514, descend 3,000.
3,000, WestJet 514.
Air Canada 972, descend 10,000. Plan the RNAV 26 right approach.
Down to 10,000, can I request ILS 26 right?
Air Canada 972, roger, you can plan the ILS 26 right approach.
Thank you for that. We'll find that 972.
Alright, we're actually technically crossing into Vancouver forward now.
Air Canada Air Canada 8391, plan runway 16 into Kelowna. When ready, descend 13,000. And when able, say approach request.
Down to 13,000 for Air Canada 8391, and we're going to request the ILS Yankee for 16.
Air Canada 8391, Kelowna altimeter is 2987.
2987 for Air Canada 8391.
Air Canada 8391, what transition onto the ILS were you planning?
At this time we have the NORAP 5 arrival with the Rob T transition plugged in.
Okay, and then how did you want to navigate from Rob T to the ILS Yankee?
It's showing up as a sort of a manual, so I don't know if you want to kind of give me vectors for final, or it's up to you.
Air Canada 8391, do you have reference to terrain?
Affirmative, yep.
Okay, you can expect a visual approach.
Okay, we'll expect a visual.
Encore 123, departure with me this frequency, clear takeoff 26 left.
Please take off 26 left, Encore 123.
Air Canada 972, descend 3000.
Delta 3000, Air Canada 972.
Canada 571, wind 260 at 5, clear to land 26 right.
Chris, land 26 right, clear 561.
It's tough being a center, operating at that high level, and then being responsible for all these aircraft coming into land. It's not that there's a lot of them, but it's all over the place, different airports. It's a big responsibility. Maybe I should be not arguing about what he's requesting people to land on. I gave him a lot of notice though, so let's see if he can give me, Mr. Crockett can give me what I asked for. Otherwise,
Question 514, clear the RNAV 26 right approach, go right transition.
Clears RNAV 26 right via go right westjet 514.
Metro 1113, roger. Taxi gate 53 by Mike, Juliet, Juliet Charlie.
Yellow caution. Volcon, because we've got 6,100 pounds on landing.
Vancouver Center, hello again. Delta Bravo Tango is just departed Chilliwack. 1,800, climbing 2,500, following the river direct Mission Bridge.
Delta Bravo Tango, squawk it in.
Delta Bravo Tango.
Encore 123, we'll see your altitude.
We are passing 1,500, Encore 123.
Encore 123, altitude checks identified, climb 17,000, turn right, heading 350.
Right turn 350 and up to 17,000, Encore 123.
Vancouver Center, Argentina 1511, request to start descent.
Argentina 1511, descend 12000, the altimeter 2995. Plan the RNAV 26 right approach.
Descend 12000, expect RNAV approach.
Air Canada 223, descend 10,000, altimeter 2995. Plan the RNAV 26 right.
Descend 10,000, altimeter 2995, planning for the RNAV 26 right.
Canada 136 Heavy, Vancouver Center, cleared to Los Angeles, Georgia 6 departure, and the flight planned route. Depart runway 26 left, squawk 1763.
Alright, we're search for Los Angeles Airport, 6 departure, that's filed, depart 26 left, and we'll get squawk 1763,
Canada 136, read back correct. Pushback startup approved at your discretion. Call this frequency for taxi.
Our discretion will come back.
Looking at
Encore 123, proceed to
hello, folks.
Janet Concourse.
We are in Vancouver airspace, crossing some mountains, and we've got about 40 minutes to land in Vancouver. There we are. Okay, there's Vancouver. See you on the ground.
Sorry, station calling.
Ciao for
Say
now.
your call sign again.
Canada 531, taxi to Delta 49.
Canada 571, Roger. Delta 49, taxi. Mike, Juliet, Charlie.
Mike, Juliet, Charlie.
Vancouver Center, United 3255 Heavy.
United 3235 Heavy. Is that right?
3255 Heavy.
You looking for clearance?
Yeah, wonder if I could get my ready to pick up our clearance down to San Francisco.
No, 3255 is clear to San Francisco, Georgia at 6 departure on the flight planned route. Depart runway 26 left, squawk 6763.
So we are clear to San Francisco via the Georgia 6 departure. We can expect 26 left. Sorry, let me restart that. Cleared to San Francisco International is filed. Georgia 6 departure, that is filed. 26 left and squawk 6763, United 3255 Heavy.
Now 3255, read back correct. Push and start approved at your discretion. Call this frequency for taxi.
Call for taxi, United 3255 Heavy, thanks.
Air Canada 223, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, Air Canada 223.
Wishjet 514, wind 260 at 5, clear to land 26 right.
That's the land 26 right, Wishjet 514.
Air Canada 972, cleared ILS 26 right approach with go reg transition.
Cleared ILS 26 right, go reg transition for Canada 972.
Vancouver Center, can I request for ELS approach to 26R, Argentina 1511, arrival Canuk 5, transition boot.
Argentina 1511, roger. Plan for that.
Thanks a lot, thank you.
2 Gulf India, Campbell River, altimeter 29906.
173 Golf, I had 2996.
Delta Bravo Tango, Abbotsford, altimeter 29903.
2993, Delta Bravo.
Argentina 1511, descend 5000.
Descend 5000, Argentina 1511.
Westjet 514, I cleared you to land, I hope.
Yes, we did. Westjet 514. We are clear to land 26 right.
Canada 972, you're 6 in trail of a 737. Thank you.
Vancouver Center, Castai 819 Heavy, southbound down to Hong Kong, information.
Roger, stand by. Air Canada 8391, you can descend to 8,300.
Down to 8,300 for Air Canada 8391.
Cathay 819 is cleared to Hong Kong on the Vancouver 2 departure, then the flight plan route, departing runway 26 left, squawk 6276.
Clear to Hong Kong, Vancouver 2, departing 26 left, squawking 6276, Cathay 1 Heavy.
Cathay 819 Heavy, readback is correct. Pushback and startup are approved. At your discretion, call this frequency for taxi.
Call we ready, Cathay 1 Heavy.
Roger 514, we are clear on Mike 4, we'll take any gate.
Roger, stand by. Air Canada 972, wind 220 at 7, clear to land 263.
Thank you, Air Canada 136, reconnection itself.
Okay, WestJet 514, 818, taxi Mike 4, Victor, Hotel, Gulf, and then the apron at your discretion.
Mike 4, Victor, Hotel, Golf, apron to gate 18 for WestJet 514.
Canada 223, clear the RNAV 26 right approach, go reg transition.
Cleared on F06, right approach, go right transition, Canada 263. And who was looking for taxi?
Canada 136, ready.
Canada 136, altimeter 2994, runway 26 left. Taxi Juliet Charlie, Juliet, hold short of hotel.
Alright, taxi 26 left, Juliet, Charlie, Juliet, short hotel, Canada 136.
Delta Bravo Tango, not above 2,500.
That's Air
Not above
Canada
2,500, Delta Bravo Tango.
8391. And it's going to Kelowna.
Argentina 1511, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, Argentina 1511.
Air Canada 8391, the field is at your 7 o'clock, 16 miles. You have the field in sight.
Field in sight for Air Canada 8391.
Air Canada 8391, you're cleared straight in visual, runway 16 approach.
Cleared for the visual, runway 16 approach for Air Canada 8391.
Canada 972 heavy, gate 5 tree, taxi Mike 4, Victor, Kilo, Juliet Charlie.
So Mike 4, 66 Kilo, Juliet Charlie, and confirm the gate again?
Gate 5 4. Actually, make it 5 tree. Gate 5 tree.
Copy that, okay.
Canada 136, you'll be taxiing behind WestJet that's just crossing from your right to left. Continue taxi on the hotel, then Delta, Delta 7, and hold short to the left.
Hotel, Delta, Delta 7, short, 26 left, Air Canada 136.
Delta Bravo Tango, traffic at your 1 o'clock, 4 miles. From your left to your right, descending out of 5,300 is a 737. They'll be descending to 3,000.
Looking Delta Bravo Tango.
Delta Bravo Tango, that traffic's off your nose now, moving to your left.
How's traffic, Delta Bravo Tango?
Roger. Count 223, wind 2207, cleared to land 263.
Physics right to the land, Canada 56.
Argentina 1511, cleared the ILS 26 right approach, go right transition.
Clear ILS. I will notify when localizer, okay?
The localizer will be at go rig.
Okay, thank you.
Got A1 at a the traffic approaching okay with position after.
Got the 819er. There's also a 777 inbound into the horseshoe there. So after the United MD-11 pushes, and after the 777 parks, then you can push.
Are we for both aircraft? Which of the get 7 down, that's it now. Start, got the 81, I'm thinking.
Yep, sounds good. It's your discretion. Thank you.
Vancouver Center, Air Canada 972.
Air Canada 972, go ahead.
Just to quite frankly make your life a little easier as well, can I possibly move to where WestJet 514 pass, where flight 7?
Yes. Air Canada 972, turn right on Juliet. That's actually Juliet Hotel Golf, and then take stand 17.
I will turn right on Juliet, take Juliet Hotel Golf, and take stand 17, and second 17.
Yeah, and if that's too small for you, you could have the 16 and 17.
Well, that's very kind of you, thank you.
It got 89, I think the Air Canada 777 is moved. Actually, it would be nice if we could push on Juliet all the way out to Juliet.
That's approved.
We'll push all the way out to Juliet for Cathay 819, thank you.
Air Canada 136, are you ready for an immediate departure?
Hey, I'm ready for the intersection, Air Canada 136.
Air Canada 136, traffic on a 8-mile final on the parallel is a 737. No delay on the departure. Report your altitude airborne on this frequency. Wind 220 at 7, clear takeoff 26 left.
Alright, clear takeoff 26 left, and you wanted a Delta 7 or Delta 5?
Your choice.
Okay, clear takeoff 166.
Air Canada 8391, clear to land, runway 16, wind to calm.
Cleared to land, runway 16 for Air Canada 8391.
Delta Bravo Tango, altitude restriction canceled.
Altitude restriction count, Delta Bravo Tango.
Vancouver Center, flare 857 is 16 miles from top of descent.
Flare 857, roger. Descend 12,000 to Vancouver altimeter 2994.
Okay, descend to 12,000 and Vancouver altimeter 2994, flare 857.
Encore 123, plan runway 16 in Kelowna.
16 for the corner, we prefer the ILS, we have the air Encore 123.
United 3255, we're ready to taxi.
Encore 123, plan the ILS Zulu 16.
ILS Zulu 16, Encore 123, thank you. Vancouver Center, Canada 136, heavy through 1,400.
Canada 136, heavy, thanks. Identified, climb 16,000.
16,000, Air Canada.
And who was that for taxi?
Unit 3255 heavy.
And 3255 heavy, runway 26 left. Taxi Juliet Charlie, Juliet Hotel, Delta 7, altimeter 2994.
26 via Juliet 26 left via Juliet Charlie Juliet Hotel Delta 7 altimeter 2997 United 3255 heavy.
Canada 223 vacated at Mike 4 going to gate 44.
Canada 223, 844. Taxi Mike, Juliet, hold short of Juliet Bravo.
All right, we are
Taxi
descending.
Mike, Juliet, hold short, Juliet Bravo,
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude has been set. Recall checked. Auto brakes set to 3. Landing data flaps 30, 147. And we haven't yet been confirmed on our approach, but we believe it's should be Canuck 5.
And center, United 3255 Heavy, we're going to hold short here and let the cafe get on its way. Affirmative.
Descent checklist complete. Only thing is we gotta recheck our landing weight.
Actually, United 3255 negative. You can go ahead and taxi now.
We'll push it on up, United 3255 Heavy, thanks.
So now we're targeting 7.7 on landing. 7.7.
Okay, Air Canada 136, I'm sorry for the delay. Turn left direct to the Seattle Vortac on course and climb flight level 370. Thanks for your patience.
Left direct Seattle, that's 370, Canada 136.
Do another calculation at Booth. When we get to Booth, we'll do a quick calculation. UTIP full. So we do get some nice scenic mountains.
Here, golf, and we're going to climb to 7,500.
Yep, no restrictions.
Vancouver Center, that is 1511, leaving runway 26 right by Mike 1.
Argentina 1511, roger. Gate number 29, taxi Mike, Juliet, Lima.
Taxi gate 29, Mike, Juliet, Lima.
Air Canada 136, Seattle's offline. You can switch to the onward frequencies now. Have a great rest of your flight. Thanks for flying out.
Alright, over to your couple of the Air Canada 136, thanks.
Vancouver Center, out up on 116, request Lisa.
On up on 116, sorry about that. Altimeter 2994, descend 12000.
Send 12000, altimeter 2994, and up on 116.
Cafe 819 ahead, where's the taxi?
Cafe 819 Heavy, thanks for hotel, runway 26 left, taxi Juliet, hotel, Delta. And would you like Delta 9er?
Negative. Delta 7 would be just fine for Cafe 819.
Roger, Delta 7 and then hold short 26 left.
Alright, Juliet, Hotel, Delta, and Delta 7. For left, Cafe 819.
Encore 123, when ready, descend 13,000. Ada Sierra at Kelowna is current. The altimeter is 2985.
When ready, 13,000, 2985. We have the error on call 1.
Called upon 116, plan the RNAV 26 right approach.
RNAV 26 right approach, on upon 116.
And Vancouver Center, good evening, Air Canada 189 Heavy with you, flight level 360.
Air Canada 189 Heavy, Vancouver Center, hello, plan runway 26 right.
Right, so we'll plan for runway 26 right, Air Canada 189 Heavy.
Can I have 223, can we cross to Bravo?
Affirmative.
United 3255, short of 26 left.
United 3255, departure with me this frequency. Report your altitude airborne. Wind 220 at 7, cleared takeoff 26 left.
Clear takeoff 26 left, United 3255 heavy.
Encore 123, you cleared 8,300.
Cleared 8,300 on call 123.
Wow, take it all back. This is spectacular. So it looks like we're coming into booth with 8.6 on the fuel. So that is plus 1.7.
And 32, United 3255 heavy, set 1,000 feet, heading 263.
Plus 1.7.
3255, thanks,
So
identified, actually.
1.7. So it'll be
Or are you?
148.2.
Unit 3255, check your transponder, are you mode Charlie?
We are more Charlie, and we have 6763 in the box, United 3255 heavy.
Okay, it's one of those things where you need to disconnect from the network, but you may, when you're ready, go ahead and climb flight level 390.
390, and we'll recorrect. Do you want us to direct anything?
No, you're good runway heading for a bit, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And center, United 3255 Heavy, we're checking in, transponder retoggle, and we're relogged.
3255 identified. I see the problem. Squawk 5747.
Squawk 5747, United 3255 Heavy.
Direct to the Victoria VOR on course.
Direct VOR on course.
At 3255, did you copy the squawk code and the direct?
Yep, we've got 5747 in the box and direct to the Victoria VOR.
Canada 972 Heavy, clear to Kelowna, Vancouver 2 departure, and then the flight plan route, depart runway 26 left, squawk 5556.
Clip back to Kelowna, up left by a 2 departure, and 5556.
Canada 972, readback is correct. Pushback and startup are approved at your discretion. Call the frequency for taxi.
Vancouver Center, Delta Bravo Tango, crossing Horseshoe Bay with like 4,500.
Delta Bravo Tango, Roger, altitude restrictions count.
29 with the engines just on.
Delta Bravo Tango,
Roger. Flare 857, descend 3000.
Descend 3000, flare 857.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we
All
ask
upon
that you store any
116,
electronic
4,000.
devices until we are safely parked today.
4,000 on the
The
phone.
use of such devices could interfere with the electronic landing equipment on board the aircraft. In final preparation for landing, please ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened.
819 departure with
Seatbelts are in
Venus
the upright
frequency,
position, and your chair
wind
cables are stowed.
220
Any
at 7,
handle
clear
keys should be
takeoff.
underneath the seat in front of you or placed in the overhead locker. The flight attendants will be passing through the cabin one last time to complete their final compliance checks
Encore
and to collect
123,
any
cleared the
remaining
ILS
photographs.
Zulu. Runway 16 approach, DAPO transition.
Cuban Center, Argentina 1511 on parking 29 with the engine shut down.
Argentina 1511, thanks for flying. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for your patience, okay. Nice to fly here. Thank you.
Cheers, nice to have you. Air Canada 189,
VTAC
when ready, descend flight level 260.
Alright, when ready down to 260, and we don't have a squawk. Do you have us identified for Canada 189 Heavy?
That is,
I've got a bad squawk for you. Let's fix that. Air Canada 189, squawk 5766.
1.9, so that's 2.
Right, Cal, squawk 5766 for Canada 189 Heavy.
148.4.
Vancouver Center, Air Canada 23 AG Heavy, sending the Express 7 ramp level 200. We're just north of Payne.
Air Canada 2380 Heavy, Vancouver Center, hello. Runway 26 right, altimeter 2994, descend 12000.
Still with 2000, we'll plan 26 right, 2994, Air Canada 23.
On upon 116, stop your descent at 6000.
Stop descent 6,000 on the plan 116.
Thank you. Delta Bravo Tango, not about 5,000 for now.
No higher than 5,000, Delta Bravo Tango.
Cathay 819, say your altitude.
Cathay 819 heavy, climbing 1,800.
Cathay 819 or heavy, altitude checks, identify, climb, flight level 300.
Climb, flight level 30, Cathay 819.
Flare 857 cleared the ILS 26 left approach. Save it, transition.
Okay, cleared ILS 26 left approach, save it, transition. Flare 857.
Roger. Air Canada 238, plan the RNAV 26 right approach.
Is that what Q380?
Yeah, that's right, Air Canada 2380. That's for you.
Alright, we're planning 26 right, Air Canada 2380.
And Air Canada 2380, it'll be the RNAV 26 right approach.
Copy RNAV approach for 26 right, Air Canada 2380.
Roger. Delta Bravo Tango, altitude restriction cancel. Thank you.
Delta Bravo Tango.
On the pond 116, descend 4,000.
4,000 on the pond 116.
Okay, let's get to approach cleanup.
To Gulf India, Hardy, altimeter 3004. The winds there showing 310 at 11, gusting 19.
I don't want to be going that fast, let's save it.
And Delta Bravo Tango, did you want to continue with flight following?
If I can, if you're not too busy, Delta Bravo Tango.
Yep, no problem.
See anybody following me?
Cathay 819, proceed direct to the Comox Tacan on course. That's uniform, Quebec, Quebec.
Uniform, Quebec, Quebec, Taikan for Cathay 819.
All right, let's do flaps.
Center, Pacific Northwest 399 is windy passing Point Roberts at 7,000 feet inbound on the cruise center.
And that's Pacific Northwest, is that right?
That is correct.
Flaps 1, speed check
Northwest
250 knots.
399, runway 26 right. Altimeter 294, set up for the RNAV 26 right approach. Descend 3,000.
26 right, altimeter 299
save it, 3 miles.
setting up for
Let's
the
do it now.
RNAV
Flaps 1.
26 right, Pacific Northwest 399.
Center, Air Canada 299 entering airspace, flight level 3068 northwest of Crapman.
Canada 299, Vancouver Center, hello, plan 26 right.
Plan 26 right, Air Canada 299.
Okay, let's
Pacific
Get
Northwest
the approach
399, you can expect to extend beyond Pemsu on the 083 heading.
383 heading, so not Pemsu transition, that's the 399.
flaps.
That's correct.
5.
They won't be able to turn you. There's
Speed check 250
an
knots.
inbound
Flaps
777
5.
on the opposite.
Apron 399.
On upon 116 heavy, cleared the RNAV 26 right approach, set as transition.
Cleared RNAV 26 right approach, set as transition on upon 166.
Canada 2380, descend 10,000.
Descend 10,000, Air Canada 2380.
Consider good afternoon, Air Canada 181 heavy with EQ, flight level 310, flight level 320, correction.
Canada 181 heavy, Vancouver Center, hello, plan 26 right.
Plan 26 right, Air Canada 181 heavy.
Fire 857, wind 220 at 7, cleared to land, runway 26 left.
Clear to land, 26 left, flare 857. Okay, and flaps 15.
Canada 972, altimeter 2994, runway 26 left, taxi Echo, Delta, Delta 7.
Flap 30, speed check, 175 knots. Flaps 30.
And Air Canada 972, hold short, 26 left.
We're looking for
Just need to read
152
back, there is
knots.
traffic inbound. I forgot about it when I first read you the instruction there.
152
So
knots.
just need to read back on the hold short, 26 left.
Yep, hold short, 1 second on 972.
Thank you.
Vancouver Center, hello.
Okay, landing checklist.
Standard 2, standard blue.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches to continuous. Speed brakes are
Delta 492, Vancouver Center,
landing gear
plan
is
26
down.
right,
Flaps
when ready,
green
descend
and set at 30.
12,000, the altimeter
Landing checklist
2994.
completed. So we're going to try to vacate to the right by Lima 2.
Pacific Northwest 399, turn left, heading 350.
Heading 350, Pacific Northwest 399.
Okay, Air Canada 567, squawk it in.
And then Encore 123, we're ready to take the island.
Okay,
30
we've
pounds
got runway in sight.
Canada 567 identified. Descend 12,000, the altimeter 2994, set up for the RNAV 26 right approach.
Okay,
North,
4 miles final.
99, proceed direct to GOREG.
1,400 feet above ground level.
Direct to GOREG, Pacific Northwest 399.
On upon 116, wind 220 at 7, cleared to land 26 right.
Clear to land 26 right, on upon 116.
And on upon 116, traffic on the parallel is 737, they're about 5 miles ahead.
Looking for traffic on upon 116.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a factor.
Okay, autopilot disengage.
Center Charlie Fox, Mike Fox, looking on the ground in Kelowna, looking to pick up our IFR clearance Vancouver today.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to wait about 5 or 10 minutes here. I got lots
Approaching.
going on in Vancouver.
2,
Stand by.
6 left.
Okay, well, this is bad. Citation,
Auto throttle
Fox,
disconnect.
Mike Fox, clear to Vancouver, Merit 5 departure. On the flight plan route, depart runway 16, squawk 3421.
Minimums.
Landing.
Citation Fox, Mike Fox, cleared to Vancouver via the Merit 5 departure runway 16, squawk 3421. Charlie Fox, Mike Fox.
Fox, Mike Fox, are you back correct? Push back, start up, approved at your discretion. Call for taxi.
Call for taxi, Fox, Mike Fox.
Air Canada 972, runway 26 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 26 left, there, coming in 972.
60 knots.
And call 123, we missed our island 6 approach, are we getting vectors?
Is that calling for vectors? Say the call sign.
Encore 123, we missed our
0,
final island 6.
Right.
Now, on car 123, do you have reference to terrain?
I've got clearance of terrain. I just need a vector to be over.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will take
Okay, are you
captain a
familiar
few
with the
moments
airport?
to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you
I know
remain
it's behind
seated
me.
with your seatbelt securely fastened.
Do you know how to get there if you can find the
Once
lake?
the seatbelt sign has been turned off, then the
I
aircraft
can
comes
do
to
a
a complete stop at the
180 and I'll
gate.
probably get visual
That will
of
be
the
the only
lake. I've got my
indication that
terrain
it's
radar
safe
on.
to
I
get
can
up
see
and
the
move
lake
about the
terrain.
cabin.
Perfect.
We also ask that
Encore
you keep the
123,
arm clear of any
turn
hand
right
luggage.
heading
This is the
160.
termination
Advise
of
when
our
you have
flight,
contact
so
with
we ask that you
Okanagan.
check the seatback pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening
Air
overhead
Canada
lockers,
23
as some items may have
3000,
shifted during our
direct
flight.
PEMSU,
On
cleared the
behalf of the
RNAV
captain and his
26,
crew,
right approach
we would
PEMSU
like to thank you
transition.
for flying with us and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
3000 and clear for the RNAV, 26 right from PEMSU, Air Canada 23.
Clear right 57, taxi Lima to Lima. Where are you going?
Gate 15, 14, or 16, whichever.
Let's go 14 via Lima, correction. Yeah, Lima Hotel Golf.
Okay, 14 via Lima Hotel Golf, flare 857.
Air Canada 972, departure with me this frequency, report airborne, cleared takeoff 26 left.
Okay, take off 26 left, we'll keep you airborne for Canada 972.
Traffic.
Got the A1 on the Vancouver Center. Request to step away for about 5 minutes.
Lima Hotel Golf.
Northwest 399, 777 is just touching down on the runway now. Number 2, you are
Still have
7.2
to
miles
cross a
from the
runway.
trail, cleared to land, runway 26 right.
Cleared to land 26 right, Pacific Northwest 29.
And Encore 123, visual of the lake.
On 123, clear contact approach, runway 16 Kelowna.
Clear contact
Traffic.
approach, 126, Encore 123, thank you.
So we've got to be 14.
Air Canada 567. I'm not sure I do.
Approaching.
Standby.
1, 3.
Oh yeah, I got you on radar there. You're set up for the RNAV 26 right approach, correct?
Lima Hotel Golf.
Enable right now.
APU on the bus. APU bleed on.
Okay, I can get you to the left side later, but it's going to be a few minutes. Roger, plan for that.
Center Canada 972 airborne at 3200.
Yeah, 972 identified. Losing my voice. Climb flight level 270.
Traffic.
270 for Air Canada 972.
In Vancouver Center, Delta 411 Heavy over Payne.
Delta 411 Heavy, Vancouver Center, hello, plan runway 26 right, the altimeter 29er 4, descend 12000.
12000, 29904, 26 right, 411.
Air Canada 972, turn right heading 350.
Right heading 350, Air Canada 972.
Center Charlie Fox, Mike Fox, ready for taxi 16, Kelowna.
That was Mike Foxtrot?
Affirmative, ready for taxi.
Okay, Mike Foxtrot, are you ready for departure?
Yeah, we can be ready to go here. Fox, Mike
Okay,
Fox.
traffic is an ATR on a 14-mile final. No delay on the roll.
Traffic.
Wind calm, cleared takeoff runway 16. Departures with me this frequency.
Clear for takeoff, 16 departure with you, no delay on the roll. Charlie Fox, Mike Fox.
Thank you.
And Center Canada 189 Heavy.
Air Canada 189
Okay,
Heavy, descend to 12000, the altimeter 2994, plan the RNAV 26 right.
Sorry about that, cut out. Can you say again for 189 Heavy?
Canada 189 Heavy, runway 26 right, altimeter 2994, descend 12000, plan the RNAV 26 right approach.
Traffic.
Alright, down to 12000, I'll expect the RNAV, runway 26 right, Air Canada 189 Heavy, thanks.
On the
Canada
phone,
2380 heavy. Thank you
we're
so
going
much for the
to
help.
stand
That made it a lot
72.
easier. The wind's calm, cleared to land 263.
Clear land for 26 right, Air Canada 2380.
Thank you for center. Pacific Northwest 399 is clear, 263.
Roger.
Stand by one. On the pond 116. Just gate 68 for work for you.
Yeah, we can do gate 68 on the phone 116. Mike, Juliet Alpha to gate 68 on the phone 116.
Northwest 399 812. Taxi Mike, Victor, Hotel, Golf, apron, your discretion.
Gate 13, that's Mike, Victor, Hotel, Golf, apron at discretion, Pacific Northwest 399.
Air Canada 972, climb flight level 270, proceed direct. Janik on course.
Direct Janik on course to 270 for Air Canada 972.
And Senator, is there any possibility we could get a U.S. arrival for Pacific Northwest 399, like gate 82?
Yeah, if you want a specific gate, then once you clear the runway, you're talking to the ground controller, it's me now. Just make that request at that time. Sure, how about gate 85?
85 sounds great, 399.
So Northwest 399, taxi Mike Tango, apron your discretion to gate 85.
Mike Tango, to gate 85 and apron at discretion 399.
Air Canada 567, proceed direct Pemsu, descend 3000.
Center Charlie Fox, Mike Fox, 9,000 out of Kelowna, climbing flight level 280.
Okay, Mike, Fox, Mike Fox, you should be level at 9,000. Lock it in. Encore 123, Kelowna winds calm, cleared to land 16. Encore 123, Kelowna winds calm, cleared to land 16.
Clear to land 16, sorry, watching House of the Dragon, sorry.
Mike Fox, lock it in.
I didn't talk about Mike Fox.
We might have that thing where you have to disconnect and reconnect again. Can you just confirm your squawk code?
Okay, CL Marshall on 14.
Should be talking 3421 for try talking to Mike Fox.
Yeah, you're going to have to disconnect and reconnect.
We can
call me back.
Connect Center Kappa 819. You need to leave the cockpit for about 5 minutes. No stress.
Yeah, Kappa 819. I know you called before. I'm sorry for the wait. 15 approved. Report back on the
15 is approved. No worries. Appreciate it. Kappa 810 out.
Mike Fox identified climb flight level 280, and you're going to fly the Stave 8, right?
Climb flight level 280, I'm sorry, what was that last part for try talking to Mike Fox?
I've got you listed to fly the Stave arrival, is that correct?
Should be the Canucks 5 arrival for 261.
Oh, I see. It's spelled wrong. I'm gonna fix that. Okay, Canuck 5, roger. And you want 26 left. Got it. Mike Fox, proceed direct Merit on course.
Direct Merit on course, Fox on Mike Fox.
Traffic.
Delta 411 Heavy, plan the RNAV 26 right approach, PMC transition.
Roger, RNAV 26 right on the transition. PMC.
This looks right.
Air Canada 567, I cleared you for the approach already, right?
Wait, 2.
Okay, Air Canada 567 cleared the RNAV 26 right approach, PMC transition. Air Canada 189er, descend 3000.
Send out to 3000, Air Canada 189 Heavy.
On to 492, descend 5000.
No, we're stopping here, thanks. Okay, 204 is now shut down. Parking brake is set, APU is on. Let's request ground power. Ground power is available.
Air Canada 299, when ready, descend
Turn
flight
off
level 300.
APU. Please turn off APU.
Okay, when ready, 300, Canada 299.
And turn off all the fuels.
Uncle 123, runway vacated.
Folks out of their seat. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get.
Encore 123, thanks. Taxi in via Bravo Delta, your discretion.
That's at my discretion, Uncle 123. You've got to get back to House of the Dragon now.
Roger.
Yeah, it's coming.
And Vancouver ground, Air Canada.
Jolly good.
Air Canada 2380, vacated 26 right.
Did I actually make the right decision to stop when I did? Yeah, I sure did. I need to configure these gates.
2380, Roger. You're domestic, correct?
Yeah. Air Canada 2380.
Oh no, you're from San Francisco.
So
okay, we'll get you a swing gate. Air Canada 2380, gate 76.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Taxi Mike Sierra, and apron your discretion.
Alright, we'll taxi to gate 76, and Mike Sierra, Air Canada 2380.
Delta 411, descend 3000.
3000, Delta 411.
On to 492, descend 4000.
4,000.
And with odds of 492, you're cleared. The RNAV. Oh dear, are you ready for the RNAV approach?
All right.
Maybe a longer downwind, I guess.
Yeah, okay, with odds of 492, why don't we plan for you for an ILS 263?
Landing 0153 and elapsed time.
Odds of 492, stop your descent 6000.
Stop at 6,000.
Yeah, pretty much.
Canada 189, give me a good rate down to 5,000, please.
Fuel remaining.
Right, I'll give you a good rate down to 5,000, now 189 heavy.
7,854 LBs.
Vancouver Center, Canada 1060 on 1079 discretion, India request.
Well, welcome to Vancouver.
Roger. To Gulf India, surveillance service terminates. You should be switching to the Port Hardy EMF. Have a good landing.
1 Gulf India, thank you very much.
Well, welcome to Vancouver. It's a good flight, 2.5 hours, short, just shy of 2.5 hours. 189 folks on the full flight, and not too much incident. So I'm in the middle of setting up now. So for closing out, but for shutting down. But before I do that, let me just firstly write down some details onto my flight plan. So the actual pushback was at 23:10, which is 10 minutes late. 23:26. Was 6 minutes late for the takeoff. And 0153 was 3 minutes late for the landing, and 0204 6 minutes late to the gate, which is fine. In let's see, elapsed time, which is takeoff to touchdown, 2:26:30, and fuel remaining was 7,854 pounds. So let's put that down right at the bottom. It's 7,000 point. Let's call that 0.9. Okay, so now, before I go to the $64 million question, let me Okay, let's see what our landing rate was. I didn't feel like it was a very good landing. So, let's see. Well, whatever it was accepted. The record was accepted. Oh, touchdown at minus 242 feet per minute. That's horrible. That might be my worst landing ever. Oh man, I could see that coming in. Yeah, I could see the rate that destroyed I had an average of 103 feet per minute. Let's see how badly I destroyed that. So, if I go back here to the cruise center and do a refresh to minus 108 feet per minute, gone are my hopes of getting to under 100 average, but anyway. Okay, folks. Well, at least we are in Vancouver and safely arrived. Like I said, we delivered loads of passengers. Not sure what my next flight will be and whether it'll be tomorrow or not. But as usual, I usually put it on my community notes on the YouTube channel where I'm going to be flying next. And I usually give some notice for it, some advance notice, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. It might be Moncton Monday, which would be to Halifax. Haven't done that in a long time. So it might be that. Or it could be something else. And it might not be Monday, so anyway, we'll see. So thanks for tagging along. Yeah, we had some trouble before getting off the ground here, and had a long wait before the controller actually cleared me for the ILS 26 left, which I requested very early on. He never really did confirm it until we were almost there. But anyway, yeah, the landing itself, that was my issue. But c'est la vie. All right, ciao for now.